Yo, what's poppin'? I'm your boy AJ.
And your boy Nick.
This Hip Hop Vibes the podcast. What's poppin' with you, homie?
What's up, man? All is well. All is well. I just came back from ATL, a couple of days ago. Had a good
Hey, tell me
time.
about that trip, man. How was
It was a good trip, man. It was an amazing trip. I never wanted to leave, but
it?
my pockets forced me to leave.
I'm
But yeah,
weak.
man,
I'm
it
weak.
was good. It was really good.
You in the rich part too, right?
Yeah, we were in Buckhead. Yeah, the rich part. Yeah.
Oh, see, that
Yep,
brother
living
got
that lifestyle for a weekend.
that brother got money. He got money. He out in Buckhead.
But yeah, man. So I was
Never-
thinking, we could talk about Atlanta rap. Atlanta being such a modern day hub for rap, which is a little more of a recent thing actually. But I thought it'd be cool. We could just talk on our favorites and who's on the Mount
Hey, move your
Rushmore.
hand.
Oh, my bad.
Hey, no, you good. You good. Let's see. You start
Yeah, I'm blocking my mic. Yeah. No, I was just saying we could talk about our Mount Rushmore and our favorite Atlanta rappers.
Bet. Yeah. And I got my Outcast shirt on. I had to represent real quick. Had to throw the Outcast on. You're gonna hear a lot about Outcast on this episode. At least for me, anyway.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
But starting off with it, so what would be like your top 5 if you had to pick your top 5 Atlanta rappers?
My favorite Atlanta rappers, just for me, T.I., Killer Mike, Ludacris, Outkast, and Young Thug. And my runner-up, I'll put Ludacris twice. Okay, no, he can't be the runner-up. I'll put him twice. Runner-up,
Outcast, yeah.
probably be like.
Shout out, Ray. Go ahead, Ray. What's poppin'?
I'd probably say Jeezy.
Say Jeezy.
Yeah.
So say it again. Say what's the top of again? My bad.
So it's T.I., Killer Mike, Luda, Outkast, Young Thug, and then runner-up is Jeezy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Speaking of Killer Mike, do you listen to his last album?
You say what?
Do you listen to Killer Mike's last album?
Dude, that's on my list right now to listen to. I got it right now. I haven't listened to it yet. I can't wait to listen to it. He's got some. He got me, with rap music. That album was like my favorite album in 2010 when that came out. He's so good, man.
Hell yeah. I would say so for my top 5, not in any particular order, but Ludacris, Outkast, T.I., I'll say Jeezy, Childish Gambino. Yeah, had to throw Childish Gambino in there. Because, he does it all. He raps, sings, produces, acts, does comedy. Can't beat that.
Yeah. You can't beat that. Definitely one of the most talented people out of Atlanta, for sure.
Facts. If I had to do runner-up, I'll say Killer Mike. I'll probably say Killer Mike as runner-up. And I'm tempted to say 21 Savage. He's grown
as a runner-up.
He's grown on me as a favorite. He's grown on me. Now, if you asked me this maybe 4 years ago, I wouldn't have said that. But he's grown on me as an artist.
He's gotten better at rapping. Period.
He definitely has.
He's gotten a lot better at it. Yeah.
But because Atlanta is a movement, and they still making moves to this day. Ever since Outkast said in 94, was it 94, 95? Like the South got something
94.
to say. Yeah. Ever since Andre said the South got something to say, they've been popping ever since.
Yeah.
So I think they won I think album of the year or something like that at the Source Awards. Was it album of the year?
I don't know. It was 95. Yeah, I think they did. They
was
won.
95. Okay. Yeah. Best New Artist. That's what it was. Okay.
Best New Artist. Okay.
Best New Artist.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to knock Outkast. It's kind of like it was like the first. That was the first one on my Rushmore.
Oh yeah, you definitely got to talk about Outkast. I was tempted to put Dungeon Family as a whole, but I just put Outkast. They were way more commercial than compared to everybody else in the group. Not saying that it was like not good, but definitely had to get in them shadows. So who would you put on your Mount Rushmore as far as hip hop, as far as like Atlanta goes?
So I think for Mount Rushmore, I put Outkast, I put Gucci, I put T.I., and I put Killer Mike, probably because I just like him. Like I don't know if he's necessarily. But I think about his impact. Like he has made a lot of impact in a lot of different ways. So I think that's kind of the reason why I put him on there, because he does a lot of activism. He's done a lot of shit. He's done a lot of shit, and he's been in the game for a really long time. So I feel like he brings a little bit different of a style, a little bit different of a substance. That's why I feel like he deserves that for me. Doesn't have what I say is classic projects. Like I don't know, maybe, but yeah, I think those are my four right there.
If I picked them out Rushmore, definitely Outkast. Outkast is definitely up there. I say T.I. This is me doing this unbiasedly. I would low key put Future up there.
Yeah, I almost put
like with the 2010s. He kind of like he had his own little movement too. Who else? Who I put in the fourth spot? I said Outkast, T.I., Future. Fuck, who else? Loki? Like I Loki want to put Luda. Actually, you know what?
Yeah.
No, I'm put Jermaine Dupri.
Was he a rapper though? I put him on the mogul list. I mean, he did a lot of shit. Like he was in and out of a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean, he did rap. I mean, he did more producing than he did rapping, but he did rap. Yeah, no, you're right. Now I want to put him in there. No,
man, just come out and say it, man. Just say Yin Yang Twins, man. Just say Yin Yang Twins, man.
Close.
You know they're your favorite.
I was going to say Lil Jon. You
said Lil Jon. Yeah. No, I was thinking about saying Lil Jon as well.
I'll put Lil Jon up there.
I feel like I'm too literal with it. Like I'm like, he's not a rapper though, but he is obviously a rapper. But I just don't associate him with that. Like he's a vocalist.
It's just as far as the movement. Like as far as like because like the crunk movement, like
crunk movement.
Yeah. Cause like you had Outkast, and then you had Lil Jon, that whole crunk movement, then the snap music era. Then you had trap music, which is like T.I. and Future. And of course, runner ups, y'all throw like Luda, Jeezy, and Gucci in there as well.
Yeah. Fun fact: Lil Jon interned. He interned at a radio station, and that's where he met Jermaine Dupri early on. They actually connected real early on, in the 90s. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yep.
See, that's why you got to put JD on, because JD put a lot of people. JD did put a lot of people on though.
Absolutely. I mean, in terms of like, I would say he had a major hand in turning Atlanta into like the commercial enterprise that it is. Like the whole like business side of things. Absolutely, as well as the music too. But I definitely would also say he was big with the business. Definitely big with the business.
Right. Good. Like he gave us well, I mean, the Brat's not from Atlanta, but like he was the Brat. Got Lil Bow Wow, Crisscross. He did mad stuff for Usher, mad stuff for Mariah Carey, and the list goes on and on and on.
Yeah,
he was basically like the Diddy of the South.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Like top moguls. I'll put Jermaine Dupri on there. I'll put T.I. on there. See who else? Like mogul.
That was a lucky one.
I
Those
can't
are
think of
low-key the
anybody else.
main ones.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody else really.
Yeah, those are really the main two, honestly, that I can think of as far as like moguls go, like heavy hitters like that.
Yeah. Damn, what the fuck? They say online that his net worth is 2.5 million for Jermaine
Who?
Dupri.
That's
No
it?
fucking no way, bro. I can't trust that, bro.
You said just 2.5 million?
2.5. That's ridiculous. I
Ain't
guarantee you
no
that's not the
way.
truth.
Ain't no way. He gotta be
I know
way more than
T.I.
that.
got like 60 million or something like that. Well, he said 10 million, 20 million. Yeah, who the fuck knows, man? 50 million.
That's wild.
I have no idea. But yeah, that's interesting though. There are a lot of moguls. As in like other cities like LA or New York. There's more moguls out there.
Right. I mean, Atlanta's still. I don't want to say it's up and coming because it's making big moves, but compared to like New York and like LA, because those like the main two that everybody go to.
Right.
But Atlanta's like right there. Those like they're like Atlanta's like right on their toes, type shit.
Yeah. And I'm curious to see where they go. Because they've managed to really let's see what you say.
Oh shit! 2 Chainz, Outkast, Luda, Black, T.I. Okay,
That's cool.
no order. I fuck with that. I fuck with
I
that.
feel like
That's
I haven't listened to enough Black.
Black's
I've
good.
heard him on
Black's
I've
more
heard
of a
him on a
singer.
lot of like features. I've heard him on features. He's
I think
good.
I listened. His first album was really good. His first album was straight. It was solid. I ain't gonna say straight. It was solid. It was very solid. Yeah, I forgot 2 Chainz.
So I had my
Yeah,
runner
2
ups.
Chainz.
Yeah, I had 2 Chainz on there. I had Migos on there. I had Lil Baby on there. Yeah, those are probably my top 3. I had Jeezy on there, but that was he's a runner up to Mount Rushmore.
Mm,
I had
good job.
Childish Gambino as a runner up to Mount Rushmore as well.
Yeah. 2 Chainz been in the game for a minute.
Yeah,
Back when he was Titty Boy.
Titty Boy. Play his circle.
Right.
Play his circle.
Even before that, when he was with fucking Disturbing the Peace with DTP with Luda.
Mm. Yeah, he stayed around, man. I mean, honestly,
Right.
I thought he would have like
Exactly.
like surprising because I kind of thought like he kind of seemed like almost like a viral rapper when he like blew up in like 2011 or 2012,
That was about the
2013.
time. Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, I didn't think he would be able to keep going, but he's just like actually really good at what he does, and he's clearly really smart. And I think those two things, are a reason why he stayed around for so long.
Yeah. Oh, he ain't because I think he got a master's, right? I think he got a master's.
A master's degree, you said?
I think he does. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's definitely smart, man. Yeah, so yeah, I did put him on there. He's down there.
I'll put him as a runner too for my top because he's definitely done this thing. I remember his verses with him and Rick Ross.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. But now, like I said, Atlanta's been like in the game for like running things for like a while since like mid to late 2000s. They've been running shit.
Yeah.
Like once trap music started hitting, it was a rap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got motherfuckers from like New York and LA sounding like they're from Atlanta.
Yeah.
I never forget when you told me that Designer was from Brooklyn. I was like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And his first song, "All I Got Bras in Atlanta." I'm like,
That's all he talking about. Yeah.
I assumed the nigga was from Atlanta, not the nigga
Yeah.
from New York. I was like, oh wow, that's crazy.
Exactly.
But that
That's
just
great
shows you how
example.
strong Atlanta, the Atlanta movement is. You got niggas sounding like they are from Atlanta, just like fit in.
Absolutely, man. Like Atlanta's like a global brand, bro. Like it is like a global brand. Even you see the lingo popping up everywhere. Like everything from there has been like exported in the last like 10 years. Has been all Atlanta. I would say the late 2000s. I think the late 2000s. I felt like once 50 like kind of took a little dive, and then
Yeah,
Kanye was like doing. Kanye was Kanye's in his own lane. He kind of
Kanye was.
rose above hip hop. So like in a way, he's still doing hip hop, but in my opinion, he kind of like catapulted into like I don't know, like even pop music. I think Atlanta came in around that time. Yeah, late 2000s. But it was definitely bubbling up with crunk though, with crunk music in the early 2000s. But I think after 50 kind of like declined a little bit, like after Curtis. I feel like that was like that. It had an opening right there, and nobody, LA wasn't doing anything like that. Because they had the game, but then the game kind of like fizzled a little bit after he broke up with G Unit in Aftermath. No, and from the Midwest, I can't really think of anybody who was like huge. Midwest has a much smaller hip hop scene in general.
Yeah, other than Kanye.
Kanye, yeah, pretty much.
And even Eminem took a dive at that point.
Yeah, Eminem was he's Kanye. He took a big dive at that point. Yeah. So I think at Atlanta they saw that opening and they took it.
Right.
They took it, and I would say about Atlanta, like they beef with each other, but they really like vibe with each other heavy.
Yeah.
Like they all work with each other, like for the most part. I mean, I think of like exceptions of like T.I., Gucci Mane, and Jeezy, but other than that, like they all hate each other. But other than that, like pretty much all.
Jeezy cool now? Ain't they cool now?
Who?
Ain't T.I. and Jeezy cool now?
Yeah, they might be. Yeah, they might be. I don't know. But I mean, they were beefing for a while.
Oh yeah, definitely. Especially Jeezy and Gucci.
But like I feel like in more recent times they've all been like, and I was reading that book about Atlanta hip hop scene. It was a great book, and it really talked about how like a lot of these artists were like they're all mentored by each other. They're all mentoring each other. They're bouncing around like between Gucci studio, and then they're talking to let's see, like they're with Gucci and they're with T.I. and they're with this people, and they're just bouncing around. Like there's so much like interaction between different artists, and the book was touching on that. I think it was talking about Migos when they came up. They were with Gucci. They were like chilling with Gucci for a really, really long time. They were like in his studio, and he was paying them, and he was gifting them chains and shit. And he was doing all kinds of stuff, trying to mentor them. And then they left and went like the QC route. But there's like they all seem to be like connected and all like contributing and shit, and putting each other on. You know what I mean? Even because Thug was another one. Gucci Mane was like mentoring Thug, and then Thug gets older, then Thug is mentoring Lil Baby and Gunna, and he's sending Lil Baby money to keep him off the street so he can come to the studio. He's paying him $20,000. Like, come to the studio right now. I'll pay you $20,000 so you're not in the street. So Young Thug was giving back. Everyone's like giving back, paying it forward kind of shit. That seems to be a lot of the story. You know what I mean? So it's a community. It's a community of artists as a result, and they've been so successful. They've been so successful, bro.
Because if you look at because just looking at like the art that acts out now, we had Migos, Young Thug, Gunna, 21 Savage, Lotto, Lil Yachty.
Mm-hmm.
Who else am I missing? It's way more. Jid, Black, Playboy Cardi, Future still doing his thing. Like it's just bad people.
A lot of female rappers coming too.
Yeah.
Kate, Kali. There's a whole bunch of them that are coming up too. So yeah, it's quite a scene, man. I still feel like they have the lion's share of hip hop, even now.
Oh yeah, it's going. Honestly, it's probably gonna stay like that for a good little minute.
Yeah, me too. I think so too.
Until like a new like somewhere like Wisconsin starts popping on all fucking sudden. Wisconsin.
I feel like it's gonna be like the internet's just gonna be its own place. So it's like it's just internet artists. It's gonna be just the internet, like wherever the fuck they are. It's gonna
pretty
be
much. Yeah.
I feel like the physical element's gonna be declining more and more. So I feel like it won't be as important for people to be from a certain area because they just gotta run up the algorithm and get viral online. They don't need to be in Atlanta, you know. And I thought about that too, because my wife, she was thinking about us moving to Atlanta at one point. Because she's a black woman in a very high white collar professional job, right? So there's a lot of those opportunities in Atlanta. And then also I was, doing hip hop. That could be, another avenue for me to get involved in that. And we talked about it.
Buckhead?
You said what?
Is that part of the reason why y'all went to Buckhead?
Nah, man. No.
That was just this house over here. This house.
Yeah, nah. We did check out the houses though. We did. Yeah, we didn't like what we found though. We didn't like what we found. It was like $1,000 a square foot. You get like a 1,000-foot house. It's like $1 million. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
It's expensive down there. No, that's crazy.
It's expensive as fuck. Well, Buckhead is because everyone wants to be in Buckhead. Like the house, right? You want to have the house right next to Lenox Mall. Like people are paying like $2 million just to be there. It's ridiculous.
You gotta get a spot outside of Atlanta.
Yeah, it's plenty of. I think there's plenty of other affordable places. Definitely, we were in the rich area, but yeah, I was gonna say like there's a lot of competition in Atlanta too. So in a way, I'm kind of like I'm an internet producer in a way, so I'm like I can sort of bypass a little bit of the competition as well by just doing my internet thing. Because it's hard to break in, especially I'm not from the South, you know what I mean, and like I don't have any family ties. You talk about like Future, he's cousins were Rico Wade of Dungeon Family or Organized Noise, all that they put each other on and shit. That's a big part of being successful down there. But I still dream about it a little bit. I'm just like, I could be in Atlanta. I could be in and out of studios, with famous rappers and shit. That'd be cool. One day I'm gonna be down there on business.
Yeah, I remember one time I went down to Atlanta. This was back at what 20? Was it? I think 20. Was it 19? I think 2019. I went down there with my boy Brian. He's a producer. We seen Slim Jimmy from Racetrack.
Yeah.
We went to this like SoundCloud concert, and one of his artists were performers, so he was there. And then there's one studio that he freaked to a lot. We seen what's the nigga name? Mike Will Made It was in the joint. Just chilling. Yeah, it was cool.
Man, that'd be fun though. That's like Hollywood. It's hip hop Hollywood, bro.
Yeah, man.
Hollywood. That's fucking dope. That is so dope.
Producer, we're chilling with Izzy's producer, and he done songs for like Young Dolph, Yo Gotti, and like other like major cats. So yeah, just in there, just soaking it up in energy, just vibing. That shit was lit.
Yeah, that's amazing, bro. I wish I had that experience. That would have been crazy.
Right.
That would have been crazy.
But where do you see Atlanta going, like in the future, though?
I think it will still be like the hub for probably another 5 years. But like I said, I think it's just gonna go global internet. Like I think it's gonna be just like less and less important as to where you're from or where you're at. So I think in that sense, it might be more of like a level playing field. But I think Atlanta will probably still be, even probably in 10 years, I think it might still be like the I don't know, pumping out the most product, the most money, like out of the. I mean, it's really just like New York or LA, the only ones I can really compare it to. Chicago doesn't have nearly close enough of a scene. Yeah, big scene. And
facts.
Think about other cities like Houston. Houston's still very like localized to me.
That's
meaning
true.
A lot of like big artists aren't coming out of there. But so I think Atlanta will have it for like probably for like at least 10 years. But like I said, it will probably become less and less important as to like where people are from. People, like you said, Wisconsin's gonna be popping, Madison, Wisconsin, fucking North Dakota, or like Jakarta, Indonesia, like wherever the fuck they are, they're gonna
right.
It doesn't matter. Paris, wherever they are. But yeah,
You'll be rappers coming from Maine.
Yeah, from Maine. There you go. Yeah, you can say Massachusetts too. New England rappers.
You do have rappers from Massachusetts though, so
we do. Yeah, we do. But it's not exactly a beacon of hip hop culture. I can say that.
Yeah.
Like it is not. No, it's not. A lot of other things, but I think one thing to think about too is like why for you, why do you think Atlanta has blown up so much in terms of like their style? Like, why do you think their style became so popular?
I think because I think after a while it became less about like commercially. It became less about like like lyricism. Just more about like like party music, like or like something you can like bop to type shit. And Atlanta, down south in general, for real, but especially Atlanta, like they know they have music. They have music for everything basically. They got like hype music, they got fight music, they got party music, club music, stripping music, lyricism. You know what I'm saying? You need it, they got it. Like they got all the artists for that shit. If you really think about it.
Yeah, I feel like they have just like, yeah, like you said, like it's less. I would say overall, I think of Atlanta rap. I don't think lyricism isn't the first thing I think of. I think of more just like the flavor and just kind of the vibe, and that being like, to me, the most at least more recently, the more like prominent thing. Like sort of like your charisma, like your ad, like certain artists that were like the ad libs were the best part. Like that's that kind of style. Like it's just like, yeah, it's just loose. It's just like fun. They're not taking themselves that seriously. I feel like that lends itself well to commercial. You know what I mean? Commercial. You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to. Mass media. They're not trying to sell really thoughtful shit. They're just trying to sell shit that you can just vibe to. And that's no diss at all to Atlanta rap whatsoever. Because if it wasn't for Atlanta rap, I wouldn't be producing the way I am now, honestly, at all. Like it was all them in terms of my recent style. When I started making trap beats in like 2017, it was all them. I was just copying and pasting. I was just like, okay, this is how you do it. Just learning right off of these producers.
Just throw your own little flavor in there.
Yeah. But yeah.
You know what I listened to it earlier this week, bro? Crime Mob.
Crime Mob. That's
Crime Mob. Their first album. I was listening to their first album.
I don't think I ever listened to a Crime Mob album.
I actually had their first album back in the day. I actually had it back in like high school. I mean, I burned it, but still.
You had it.
I had it. And that shit was actually pretty hype.
It was good.
They had hype music for real.
Yeah, no, they did. I also want to say I would say Goody Mob. I haven't really listened to Goody Mob like that for real, but they like
Soul Food.
Soul Food. I know that. Yeah, Soul Food. Like I heard about it through like other rappers talking about it, like T.I. talking about what song he's playing off of Soul Food or whatever. Yeah. So like I realized that I think that was like that was a real like pioneering artist or group in Atlanta.
Like your Dungeon family as a whole, they were like they pretty much made Atlanta what it is. Well, got them started. I ain't gonna say we got them started anyway. But you definitely listen to Soul Food though. Like that album is really good. They got one of my favorite intros, honestly.
I gotta listen to that shit, man. Yeah, that sounds good.
But you got Young Dro when he was popping.
Shorty Low, D4L.
Fabo. Tat it up.
That shit was funny. My wife plays that song randomly sometimes. When I got my tattoo, she was like, she started playing that song right away.
You got to. Hey.
White folks tatted up.
If I ever get tatted, that'll be the first song I'll play. Hey, that was an error though. Cause that was snap music.
Snap music, yep.
What was this? Laffy Taffy.
What were the other ones? Get silly. What are the other ones that went like? I think it's what's his name? VIC. I don't know if he's from Atlanta. I don't know.
We're gonna look that up real quick.
I'll look that shit up.
Get silly. Hey,
he's from New York. Nah, not New York. He was born in New York, but his origin College Park. I'm about to say.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. At 10, he wrote his first song, a drug awareness rap for his elementary school. That's mad funny. Later that year, he moved to College Park.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah, we can include him there. Yeah. Hey, he gonna be making money though, because everybody played the wobble.
Wobble. I know. I was gonna say, bro, Wobble is 4 times fucking platinum, bro. That's fantastic. He's just chilling, getting. Hopefully, he got a good deal. Hopefully, he's getting that. Hopefully, he's actually getting the.
You can't forget about D4L.
Nope.
I'm looking for Mrs. Bubblegum. I'm Mr. Chico Stick. I want that. Ow, because you too thick.
Funny as shit, bro.
He was animated as hell, but I loved it. That nigga
It was fun, man. It was fun, man.
So it was just fun music. So
I didn't see. I don't know. Some people are hating on that shit. I don't understand why. I think I think of people are hating on it. I think of The Game, his second album. Keep snapping your fingers. I'm not going away. Keep making up dance to get radio play. He was dissing him on the single. And that was like 2006.
I mean, Game does everybody though. So.
He does everybody though. He does this everybody though.
See that shit with a grain of salt.
He does that to everybody. That's a good point.
You take Game whatever Game.
That's a good point, man. This is himself, man.
He really does. Facts.
But I was just thinking about that. I was like, when I heard him say that, I was like, less so like, I'm like, I don't really agree with you. You're just mad they're getting money. Like they're just getting money. Right. Like what's wrong? What's wrong with that? Like what's that like? I don't get it. Why some people feel like their sound needs to be the only one. Like, well, it's just gotta be just me. Like, no, fuck that. Like,
I could see you being salty if you weren't getting radio play, but he was. So it's like,
yeah, that's a good point. Like, why are you even doing that? Because your album went like triple platinum.
Right. Like, hey, Doctor's Advocate was a fire ass album.
Doctor's Advocate was a really good follow up. Honestly, right. That exceeded expectations.
Especially being he wasn't with June, he wasn't with Aftermath anymore. So like, he pretty much did that shit on his own.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He did a good job.
Everybody.
Yeah,
I will admit, I was like that at first when I was younger. As far as like, I ain't trying to listen to this.
You didn't like that shit.
Like, but as I got older, I'm like, there's shit for everybody. You know, not every rapper has to be a fucking lyricist. That's right. They're a rapper. They're not an MC. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody wants to hear lyrical shit. There's plenty of times I don't want to hear lyrical shit. When I was in the club, I don't want to hear no lyrical shit. I want to hear twerk songs. I want to hear fucking Soulja Boy. I want to hear Rock Flock, the Gucci Mane. You know what I'm saying? Speaker knockers. I want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's music for everybody.
Music for everybody, man.
I want to hear some chill shit. I'm listening to some West Coast shit. I want to hear some super lyrical shit. I'm listening to some East Coast shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to listen to some bounce shit. I'm listening to some down south shit.
Right. Yeah, it's a variety, man.
Exactly.
It's a variety. It's a buffet.
Right. But I didn't realize that until I got older, though.
Yeah. No, I definitely had I remember I was loving it up until like 2007, and I was like, oh no, I want some like more lyrical shit. So I went back to the 90s at that point.
Yeah, that was me for.
I went back.
A little minute.
I was like, this is the real shit.
Right.
This is real hip hop. Like.
Yeah, like every now and then you hear some shit on the radio. I'm like, okay. But other than that, I was like,
Yeah, that's what I was doing too, man. And it's funny how that shit goes because people right now are doing that right now. They're going back to early 2000s. Like, this is real. This is the real shit. This is not real. Like
it's gonna happen every because I'm pretty sure our parents were the exact same way. They listen to our shit. They listen to our shit like yo. They listen to the 90s shit like man, this shit trash. This 80s shit. Now this is where it's at type shit.
Yeah. In
my parents' case, the 70s because my parents are old. But
yeah, my parents are old too.
Yeah, it's gonna be like it's gonna be a continuous rotation. We're not rotation, but it's continuous. Yeah.
Cycle, yeah, no,
cycle, yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. Whole time, bro, I just had an idea. So I think we need to do another tournament bracket.
Oh, definitely, man. That went really well.
With the top Atlanta albums, like ATL.
Okay. I like that, man.
That's gonna be the next episode.
Okay, I like that, man. I was just gonna ask you that. It's funny you said that because I was gonna say like, what's the best Atlanta albums? But we'll save that for later. Later.
We can name our favorites though. We can definitely name our favorites.
Yeah, we can name our favorites. I would say Thug Motivation 101, Trap Music, T.I., King T.I., ATLiens, Outkast, Rap Music, Killer Mike. Probably Word of Mouth Luda. Yeah, Word of Mouth Luda.
My God. Yeah,
right off the bat.
definitely word of mouth for me. That'll probably be my number one, maybe word of mouth by Luda. Urban Legend Ti, Aquemini Outcast, because Thug Motivation 101. Yeah, those probably be my main ones from Atlanta. Those would be my top ones.
Mm.
Also, Chicken and Bear. I did like Chicken and Bear. Chicken and Bear is really good. By Ludacris.
I think number one is trap music Ti for me.
That's
Trap
your
music
favorite?
Ti is number one. Yeah,
That was a good. Yeah, that was.
I don't listen. I don't really listen to it anymore. But like when I did, like when I first heard it, I think that was like the first time I really experienced like Southern hip hop. Well, that's a lie, actually, though, because my first album was Murphy Lee.
Murphy Lee.
I don't even want to admit it, but that's all good.
Ain't no judgment here.
We would definitely not judge you. Absolutely not.
Which one are you picking? Speaker. If you had to pick one, Speaker Box or Love Below, which one are you picking? Which one are you picking?
Speaker Box. Speaker Box. It's gonna be Speaker Box, but I'm gonna say they're both fantastic. I mean, I thought the Andre 3000s was musically extremely rich. I mean, musically the production. I thought the production was fantastic. I mean, it was fantastic. So I definitely think that's a great album.
Sure. I figured she was gonna say Love Below, and nothing wrong with that. I prefer Speaker Box personally. Y'all niggas are gonna stop sleeping on my boy Big Boy.
Speaker Box.
Stop sleeping on that man.
Yeah,
man, I just seen a post right before we went on air. I just seen a post. Who was the most underrated? Let me see. He was the most underrated member of their group, and it had Big Boy from Outkast, Havoc from Mobb Deep, Sheek Luck from On the Locks, and then Bun B from UGK. Which one are you picking?
Oh, that's easy. It's Big Boy every time. For me, I can't tell you how many times people disrespect him, man. And I like it. Yeah, I mean, like, I mean that.
After that.
You look at the list right now, like you Google search right now, you're gonna see Andre 3000, like, and they separate them. I don't know why everybody separates, but they do that, and then like Big Boy's down the list or whatever. Right, it's gotta be Big Boy for me. It's definitely Big Boy for me. What about you?
Oh no, this is Big Boy all day.
What was the other ones you said though? You said Sheek Luke from
Sheek Luke from The Locks.
Yeah.
Bun B, UGK, and then Havoc.
Havoc's a good one. I think that was
Havoc was a good one. If I didn't say Big Boy, it would have been Havoc.
It would have been number 2.
Right. Because I feel like Bun B wasn't underrated. Because my man had a whole album out.
Not at all.
He had a whole album out while motherfucking Pimp C was in jail. So he definitely had his time to shine.
And he's retained his sort of like OG kind of status with like in hip hop in general. Like you hear about him, you know what I mean, podcasts and different things that he does. Like he's still very much.
Got that burger spot out now.
Yeah, he had a burger spot. He did that.
I gotta go out there next time I go.
What's it called?
I think Trill Burger.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah. No, he underrated. I definitely don't think so.
I would say underrated. Yeah.
I wouldn't. He gets a lot of respect from so many artists. I mean, think about how many artists have like name dropped him. Like so many. He's just like that guy. But no,
it's definitely Big Boy. But Havoc is definitely a close second.
Yeah.
Because he did get overshadowed, I feel like. Man, plus his production is crazy.
That's the thing for me, his production as well as, you know, he can rap too, but his production was definitely the backbone of the group. I saw a sample breakdown of Shook Ones, and it is actually fucking crazy. Like,
it is.
Three different you saw that 3 different samples. He had the Quincy Jones little intro droning kind of sound, then some jazz song he slowed down for the piano, and then
chop that drum up.
Chop the drums up, then he had some drums. So I was like, I fucking love that.
He did that.
That's dope.
He did that. That's why Infamous is classic because of him.
Yeah, I always say the beats were so crucial in that. So crucial. Because Prodigy was good, but like I think, with the wrong beats, he would have been like, okay, this is good, but like it wouldn't have been great. I don't think so. you can't separate the beats from the raps anyway.
Right. And the same way you describe Prodigy and Havoc, the same way I describe Big Boy and Outkast and Andre. I mean, granted, he wasn't producing, but there's rap styles contrast each other, and that's the way they made it work.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know if they would have made it if they were by themselves. At least not on that plateau. At least not that huge.
Yeah, no,
maybe,
I don't think so.
Maybe, but I don't know.
I don't think so, man. Honestly, I think maybe part of the reason that's group like Outkast is rare because I think a lot of people some talented people are egocentric. You know what I mean? I want to do shit on my own. I can get my own money. I'm gonna do my own shit. They could have both had solo careers. I think they both could have had moderately successful solo careers, but together they're way stronger. And they could cover so much ground. That's the thing that's crazy about their albums. Like, just it's crazy. They just cover so much ground because
they really do.
Yeah, I think there should be more groups in general, but
too many egos, man.
Yeah, I think I really feel like the egos is a big part of it. Like, and then the big money starts coming in. They start going different ways.
Yeah, like the only group that stayed consistently solid the whole time is the Locks. They're like the only ones. And even if they did have beef, you didn't know about it.
Yeah. They didn't have like public, a public beat.
If there was beef, they kept that shit in the house.
Yeah, and I think of Migos as like a recent example, where they were a real group, and I think they were best together. When they did go separate ways for like solo albums, I wasn't really feeling any of them, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, a couple songs here and there, but
yeah, a couple songs, but as like albums standalone, like nah, I wasn't really. I feel like their energy was really. They just the three of them together, they create so much good energy.
Facts.
And they definitely got to be up there for best Atlanta hip hop groups for sure. For me.
Oh yeah, you could throw them up there. Well, I don't know if I'll put them in Mount Rushmore, but
Mount Rushmore, Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll put them up there, but
you could.
They had a wave too. I mean, that's an argument. I probably would do it, but that's definitely an argument.
Because they did innovate shit. Like they I mean, granted the flow, like you could say the flow, and this is something in my book. I was reading the Atlanta book. What's his name? Not Coach K of QC. He was like, when he found Migos, he was like, oh yeah, this reminds me of like Bone Thugs and Harmony, the way they're rapping. And in a way, like the triplet kind of style. And it is similar, but I would say like if you to get on a Rushmore, you have to innovate. You can't just be like popular, but you innovate, like you do something innovative. And the Migos did. I think that with that flow, I mean, everybody was biting that flow, and they've been biting it for years. Like still, you can still hear it. You can still hear it now. Like so that's impact. That's a lot of impact. Definitely gotta give it to him for that.
Hell yeah. But yeah, next episode we're gonna do this Atlanta bracket. We're gonna pick the top 16 albums. We're gonna look that shit up after the show. And yeah, we're gonna vote. We're gonna have a big panel. We're gonna vote on that shit. And again, it's opinions. So
yeah, nobody getting feelings though.
Nick about to sway some more votes. Let's talk to him, Nick.
Let's don't call me the president. You should run for president. Like,
right.
until I made such a good argument against myself. I made an argument against myself, and then everyone was like, "Wait, you're right." No, I'm going the other way.
Right.
Then I lost.
Y'all niggas that didn't see the episode, so we did a bracket top 16 like hip hop debut albums, like the top 16 whatever, and one of the it was one of the battles. It was Cardi B's Invasion of Privacy versus Nas Illmatic. This motherfucker swayed the goddamn panel to vote for Cardi B. I was just like, wow.
Man, I let Nas down, man. I fucking let Nas down.
I'm like, y'all niggas really picked Cardi B over Nas.
Yeah.
I mean, I already knew Norris wasn't gonna vote for Nas just because he's not for like he doesn't listen to New York shit. So
Yeah.
I get it, but it's just like, bruh. But whole time, so like for the last couple of weeks, this nigga's been listening to like Jay-Z albums. He just listened to
Oh yeah.
Blueprint. I think he rated that shit like what, like 6 out of 10.
He says he's.
Yeah. But no, he said Reasonable that was trash.
Oh, that's hilarious, bro. That's funny as fuck.
He said he gonna listen to the Black album next.
Tell him to listen to Kingdom Come, bro. Tell him to listen to Kingdom
Lord.
Come.
Oh, come on.
Watch him
bro.
say that's an 8 out of 10. He'll probably say that's the best one.
Don't do it to that man.
He say 8 out of 10.
Don't do that man like that.
I feel like sometimes you gotta be there, bro. You have to be there also for like the moment too, like when they say context. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you remove it, yeah, like I don't know, Jay-Z. Maybe also because of where I'm from, where my family's from, New York too, like down the bloodline. It's just like I could never miss a New York artist, but I missed all kinds of Southern artists. Like I missed all kinds of West Coast artists. I missed all kinds of pretty much everywhere else. I was missing them. So I get that 100%.
And that's what I love about the DMV, because like DMV is a melting pot. So we get a little bit of everybody. You got niggas from Cali, people from down south, people from New York, people from the Midwest. Mm-hmm. Then of course DMV got its own movement too. Mm-hmm. So we get exposed. I was exposed to everything.
Yeah. I love that about the DMV too, man. Yeah, man, melting pot, exactly.
You know, DMV could be popping more, but I mean,
hey man, there's a lot of talent, man. I spent a good couple years on the local kind of circuit, like doing all kinds of shit. There's a lot of real talent. I think what ends up being hard, what I noticed ended up being hard is that like the talent just moves somewhere else because the economic opportunities aren't here. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not here. So like, you know, Rico Nasty will move. I think she's in Atlanta or something. But like they'll move to Atlanta. I know a lot of people that have moved to Atlanta. Just like, oh, there isn't enough here.
Atlanta or LA.
Yeah, like So that's part of the issue. There isn't enough infrastructure.
Plus, a lot of folks just keep killing each other. It's like,
that's. No, I'm glad you mentioned that because I was gonna say about Atlanta, like
that too. Atlanta too, like that too.
I was gonna say,
Atlanta, I mean, it's like that everywhere, bro. Like DC,
it's like
everywhere. Because like almost every other day I'll go on IG, like, oh, this rapper got shot, this rapper got killed. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, it happens.
This is why we're not. This is why we can't move, because y'all killing each other with some dumb shit.
Yeah, and case in point, I'm like surprised no one I've collaborated with has died yet. And then what does that say? Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm expecting someone to get shot. Right. Like that's dead. I mean, I don't know what was it? What rapper said this? They were like, "What's the life expectancy for a rapper? Like, what's when do they? How old do you get? Like, you 41? You go or like what age? Like, I was like, that's interesting. If you think about like different professions, like just different jobs. You're like a miner or something. You're in the mine. You might not live till 60 or something or whatever. But I was just thinking about that, like. Because all the things that go on, whether it's killing or whether it's going to prison and shit, like, I was definitely thinking about that in Atlanta because that is that the Rico case with YSL, thinking about that, and just a real sad stories across the board. People overdosing on drugs and shit. A lot of issues. My wife has said she thinks that like that's threatening the male rappers. She said that. She was like, the male rappers keep killing each other. Like until there's gonna be none of them left. Like that's what she was saying. It was interesting. But she's like the female rappers though, like they're getting to play, they're getting the some of the industry buy-in and the crossover pop appeal and shit. And I was like, you got a good point.
Hey, they running shit now. Women
because they that's why I do that shit now, because I saw that coming like a couple of years ago. I was like, yeah, that's definitely gonna be the future.
One of my boys has said on a post, actually Josh, that was on last episode. He said like Cardi B was like at the top of the industry. I was like, he makes some valid points.
Yeah, though he does.
He definitely makes some valid points. So I ain't mad at it.
That's why I wasn't mad when Illmatic lost. I mean, I was hurting, but like at the same time, like
yeah.
I understood it. That's why I made that point because I was like, commercially, you couldn't compare two different albums because Illmatic was barely shipping. It barely shipped at anything.
Yeah.
Nothing.
As far as impact in the hip hop game, amazing.
Yeah.
Sales
Yeah,
wise,
Impact was amazing, but it took a while for them to get on it anyway. Like it took a while for people to like. It took at least a couple years, and then it got certified platinum. I'm pretty sure like 10 years later, something like that.
Yeah, it was like 10 years. I want to say like around 03, 04. Maybe a little earlier, but it took a good little minute. Yeah,
so we'll see, man. We'll see.
I was like, damn, no, that's an upset. I did not see that coming. I still did not see that. I was like, wow. I was like, I'm not mad. I'm like, hey, hey. I mean, hey, as long as my Chronic made it to the finals, that's all. That's all.
Yeah, you're happy with that, right?
Chronic, I mean, it didn't win, but it made it to the finals. To see who won, watch that episode.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah. You have to see. Yeah, you gotta watch the video.
There's no Chronic would against somebody.
I feel like I'm forgetting somebody from Atlanta though.
I want to say, shout out, what's my nigga name? Jazzy Faye.
Jazzy Faye.
My man had a little run too, though.
Oh, he absolutely did. Now he was talented. He's a talented producer, man.
He did a verses. Did he do verses with somebody? Too. Yeah, he did. That nigga can sing. Didn't he do a verses with somebody? I feel like he did a verses.
He's from Memphis. I didn't know that.
Who's Jazzy Faye?
Yeah, I don't see a verses. I don't see anything.
If he didn't, he needed to do one. I can't remember. Yeah, I don't think he did.
Oh, he did a whole bunch of shit though.
Oh yeah, my man.
Faye is known for announcing, ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen.
Jazzy Fizzle production.
My nizzle.
Jazzy Fizzle production. They had so many fucking songs. Oh my god, bro. Yeah. Holy shit.
T.I., David
Banner. David Banner.
He even did shit for Pop. I mean, Ground.
I know. I'm about to say, bro.
He was dead, but still.
I'm about to say, yeah.
No, because he did some shit on Better Days album. Yeah, and them songs last season fire.
He did Bowtie for Outkast. That's fly too. I like that song.
Oh yeah.
Chilling with my bitch. I like that one too.
What is it? We should be fucking on the bed on the couch now. Jazzy Faye had mad shit, bro.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit I want to be doing. I should be in the game, bro. I want to be in the fucking game for a minute. Like he was 97 to 2018. Let's go.
Also, folks, we're gonna do some verses on the show too. We can't put it on YouTube because copyrights, but we'll probably have it like on Twitch or Twitter or something like that. We're gonna do some verses on here soon.
Oh, I gotta do best. I can't believe I didn't do best Atlanta producers. Me being a producer, I can't believe I didn't think of that.
Mad producers.
Yeah, real quick, I'm gonna say Lex Luger. He was pivotal for trap music. Man, there's so many though. I mean, I list them off the top. Like Jazzy Faye, Lil Jon's probably got to be like number one, honestly. Not my favorite beat maker, but just in terms of like bringing a whole movement, he's there. Jazzy Faye, I used to love Drummer Boy. More recently, Wheezy, really like Wheezy and Turbo, all the shit they did for YSL. I gotta really give a big shout out to them because if it wasn't for them, I just wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, honestly. Like their trap beats were my favorite in like 2017, 2018 when I like made that transition to like doing it professionally.
Yeah.
And I gotta really shout them out because they were like the blueprint for all that shit I did. So I'm trying to think who else, man.
No JD on that?
Organized Noise for sure.
Organized Noise. Yeah.
Organized Noise is definitely. Organized Noise might be actually near the top, but definitely JD, absolutely. I'm trying to think who else, man. From Atlanta. I said Drummer Boy. I mean, I could put 808 Mafia in there as like a whole.
Oh, I forgot about
Zaytoven, definitely Zaytoven. Beethoven's in there for sure. Beethoven. Yeah,
It's crazy how many like producers in Atlanta alone. Like you named like a smooth 15.
Oh my god. Well, Metro Boomin's from St. Louis, but he was like he used to drive. His mom used to drive him from St. Louis to like Atlanta just to work. But he's from St. Louis.
God damn. Is that drive?
Drive, yes, bro. Like that's like that was beautiful to me. Like she believed in him that much. Like that was beautiful, man. Like wow, she drove him. I mean, that is like that's amazing. Yeah, she believed in him. I mean, yeah, if you have someone believe in you like that, you can go pretty fucking far, man. Like, shit, I wish I grew up with people like that. But I'm trying to think. There's got to be other people though. I'm trying to think like who else. 808 Mafia for sure. Murder Beats. No, he's not. He's from Canada. I think London on the Track is from Atlanta, and if he is, now he's from Memphis. Nah, he moved to Atlanta. Okay, he's definitely on the Atlanta list. He's very flexible. Okay. He's made a lot of different records over the years.
Want to bail on the couch now.
It wouldn't be a show without you singing, man.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know I gotta sing. And it's word to the living room. That's all. Hey, Jazzy Faye has some beats, man.
This guy had a lot of shit though.
Hands on hooks. That's the one we gotta do versus with Jazzy Faye. I don't know against who though.
Jazzy Faye. I want to say Dark Child, but I feel like Dark Child is like a different generation. But they're actually like the same age though. Actually, I think they're actually a pretty good like lineup, honestly, because the way, I mean,
but he does like
Dark Child was a lot more pop though. What were you gonna say?
I was saying he has like more R&B hits though.
He does, yeah. I'm looking at that shit now. I'm like, he's got a lot of people. We got J-Lo, obviously Destiny's Child, Monica, Britney Spears. Michael Jackson shit like that. Yeah, that was pretty dope. And he kept his producer tag on, and I loved it. Yeah. Like for a producer, that's a flex. You put your fucking tag on a Michael Jackson song. I love that. I love that shit.
Hell yeah.
Kirk Franklin. Look at this, man. He's wow.
Of course, all the stuff he did with Brandy.
Yeah. I think they have some comparisons with musicality, but
he need to do a versus. I don't think he ever did a versus now that I think about it. That's one versus that needs to happen for real.
So who will be the Jazzy Faye? Lil Jon? I feel like it's hard to battle.
I don't know. I want to say Lil Jon because this is more hype.
Yeah.
You gotta have something to kind of match Jazzy Faye's style.
Yeah.
I feel Manny Fresh might be a good one, a decent one. I know he already did one. I know he already did one with Scott Storch. But I don't know. I have to think about that one. Yeah, I gotta think about that one. I'll make a list. Yeah, I think we're about done here. You go ahead, say your name, where you're from, where to follow you, all that good stuff.
All right, you're not gonna give me the spotlight. What's the spotlight? I want you to zoom in on my fucking face.
Oh, you want the spotlight? You want the
Nah, I don't actually want it. Nah, I got myself in trouble. Here you go. I talked myself into trouble on the show. Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Nick Neighbors. I'm a hip hop producer. You can get at me on pretty much all platforms. But if you want to buy my beats, please fucking buy my beats. They're good. Beatstars.com, Nick Neighbors Productions. Yeah, just making my dream come true. Professional hip hop producer, I'm out here.
We out here. One show at a time. Wait, hold on. This is not showing up. Oh, there you go. Okay. Of course, follow me on TikTok and on IG, A-Tone Productions, A_tone_production. That's why I post all my daily hip hop content. Follow me on Twitter, Hip Hop Vibes, hip_hop_vibes. Follow me on Twitch, War Machine 1919, War Machine 1919. And of course, follow us on YouTube, Hip Hop Vibes, the podcast. It's like a Tribe Called Quest. You got to say the whole thing. And yeah, and also listen to my radio show, Hip Hop Vibes Radio, every Thursday from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And listen to it on radiofairfest.org. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, next episode we're definitely gonna do is tournament bracket and the top 16 ATL albums, and we're gonna vote it out. And would that be any last remarks?
No, sir.
Right.
Illmatic. That's all I'm gonna say. Illmatic. Rest in peace. Rest in peace.
Weak. And with that being said, I'm your boy AJ.
Your boy Nick.
This has been Hip Hop Vibes, the podcast. Catch y'all next time.